Hi student, today in Angshik classes I shall explain you chapter 8 from accountancy of class 11. In this chapter we will come to study that is the journalizing, posting and balancing. So what is journalizing? Journalizing is the basic of accountancy. To do any account or to do any accountancy, we have to know the journal as a posting of transaction, that is a debit and credit. To know this clearly of the posting, you have to know the golden rule of accountancy, which I had already explained in class 9 video. That is a golden rule of accountancy. So for class 11 and class 9, for both the student, this golden rule of accountancy is very important. So before you start this video, you go downside in description, there is the link of golden rule of accountancy for class 9. You just go and click and see the golden rule of accountancy, then the journalizing will be clear to you. Posting means, okay, we will make the journalize. The posting is the right posting of each transaction. Which one will be in debit, which one will be credit. This is called the posting, the debit posting and the credit posting. And balancing means the balancing the both sides, the debit and credit side of each transaction should be balanced. This is the book of class 11. So from there, chapter 8. So the question which I am solving is question number 2 from page number 8.75. This is the page number and this is question number 2. So before I solve, student, this is the format of journal. So students, as I said that today I will solve question number 2. So before solving, again I am showing you the format. At first we write the date, then particulars. Particular means the posting of the transaction. Here we will post the transaction. Then ledger folio LF. Then amount. Then we have to divide this amount into two. That is the debit side and the credit side. And balancing means what we have write here. This should be balanced. The debit side and the credit side amount should be balanced. So now, question number 2. So it's given as 2001. So date, in date at first we write the year. Okay, as for book there is 20x1, that means 2001. So now we write the month also. So in book it's given as January. Okay, so we have to write Jan. So January 1. From next time no need to write the January, just you can write the 2, 3, 4, 5 as per the date. So every transaction start with the business start. Okay, so the first transaction is Sri Ganesh started business with cash. So that means a man who started his business with cash. So in this the transaction will be cash account debit to capital account. Amount is 25,000. So we have to write the 25,000 in both the debit and credit side. So in this debit area there is nothing. So now the 2, that is it will be in credit side. So again 25,000. So student, as in first entry January 1 that Sri Ganesh started business with cash. So cash account debit to capital account. So in every entry, in every transaction in journal, you have to give the narration. Okay, narration means this is for what. So being business started with cash. So by study or to by hear the narration or by writing narration, anyone can come to know that this is a transaction for business started. Now January 2. In January 2, it is written at purchase goods for. See student, now whenever they written is purchase good for, they didn't mention any name and they didn't mention cash or credit. Whenever there is only purchase good, then it is our entry for in transaction of cash. Okay, so whenever it will for be that the purchase good, then our entry will be purchase good, purchase account debit to cash account. Now why the purchase is on debit and why the cash is on credit? If you see the video or saw the video that in class 9 the golden rule of accountancy, the nominal account debit all expenses. So for the company, if they purchase anything or if you purchase anything, it will be your expense. So every expense it will be in debit in case of nominal account. So purchase is a nominal account. So you got what is why purchase is on debit, because it is our expense. Now to cash account. So cash is a real, and for real the golden rule is, yes, you are right, that is the debit comes in, credit goes out. Whenever you will purchase anything, your cash is going out, that is we are writing in credit side. See, whenever we write in debit side, the amount will be in debit only, we will not write here. Okay, and this is for the credit side, we will write here. So you have to blank this two side whenever you will write for the opposite one. Same here, purchase account debit, we will write in the debit side, the credit side is empty. Same to cash, it is a credit. So for credit you no need to write credit, you only write to cash or to capital, then everyone will automatically understand that this is a credit. Okay, so you understand why purchase is on debit. Now why here cash is on debit side. Okay, for a company, if you start any business, they are receiving the cash. So on class 9 also and class 10 also, I said that whenever you will solve any practical thing yourself as a company. Okay, so for a company, not as a company owner, for a company you are receiving the cash. Okay, so cash is a real account. For the real account, cash means debit comes in, you are getting the cash, that is the cash debit side, and goes out means what? Goes out means you are giving as a capital. So capital is on credit side. So this is why cash debit and capital credit. And for the terms of purchase, the cash will be on credit side. So narration is being good purchase for cash. Okay. So in date 13, that in January 13, it's written as sold goods for. Here also they have written for. Nothing mentioned any name. When there will be no name of a customer, then it means we sold something in terms of cash. So as you can see in that, cash account debit to sales account. Same the golden rule, the nominal golden rule is for nominal account. What is the golden rule? The golden debit all expenses, credit all gain. And though it is a cash, it's a real account. And what does it golden rule have? It have debit comes in, credit goes out. So now in normal term, if you sold something, automatically you are receiving the cash, so that a cash comes in, there is a debit comes in, so we write cash account debit. And sales is term of nominal, which means debit all expenses, credit all gain. You receive the cash, that means your gain. And what are the term? The term is sales. So sales is a gain. So we are writing sales on credit. But on the previous entry, we wrote purchase on debit. Why? Purchase is an expenses. And cash is also going out, that it is on credit. But now you are receiving the cash. That's why cash account debit and sales account credit. And the amount is 24,000 respectively. Now the date 14. In 14 is written as purchase goods from Ram. Here they mention the name of a owner from whom you have purchased. Okay, But in accountancy in journal, whenever there's some name mentioned or some institution, that means the terms or the transaction is done on credit. Okay, so why do we need to write the name on credit? Because the cash transaction, no need to mention the name of a customer. Why? We know it's a cash, so let it be. But in the credit transaction, we have to mention the name, otherwise we will forget from whom we have purchased or from whom we have to give. Okay, now the entry will be same, purchase account debit, but in terms of cash, the previous in date 2 we have wrote a purchase account debit to cash account, but here we will write purchase account debit to Ram's account. Why? We have purchased good from Ram. Ram means he didn't pay us anything. That's why in narration we have wrote being good purchase on credit from Ram. Again, being good purchase on credit from Ram. Same 3000, 3000. Okay, so this is the process of journal. So now the date 15, what is written here? It's written that sold good to Sham. Here also in sale entry they have written the name of a person. Sold means the customer to whom we have sold. So sold, and it's also given the name, that is means is a credit entry. Credit entry means he took the goods from us and we sold, but it is on credit. So though it's credit, we can't write cash here, so we have to write Sham's account debit to sales account. Who have purchased it from us? It purchased by Sham. Who is Sham? Sham is come under personnel account. So here, what is the entry for the personnel? Debit the receiver. Who is receiving goods from us? Sham. That's the debit the receiver. Sham's account debit to sales account. Why sales and credit? The last entry also I explained you that though it's a sale, it's a profit for us. So credit all gains and profit. Okay. The same entry before in date 13 is written as sold goods. That means it was for cash, and now the Sham, it is for credit. So being good sold on credit to Sham. Again I am saying the narration, being good sold on credit to Sham. Next, date 26. Please see this nicely. In 26 the written as Sham return good. So what entry did we done with Sham? We done that Sham had purchased something from us and we have sold. So it's a sold entry, and he is returning something, that is means sales return. So what is sales return? If we do some sale, it's our profit, and if we getting the return, that means we have to pay back the money or something, so it's our loss. So though loss, it's on debit side. Debit all expenses and losses. So though it's sales return, we have to write sales return account debit and to Sham account. Why we have write to Sham account? We have write to Sham we have write to Sham's account because Sham is a fall under personal account, and in the personal, debit receiver, credit giver. He is giving us the goods. That's why he is a giver. So his name will be in credit side. Debit sales return. Why? It's a loss, so it's on debit side. Sham, he is returning us something. That's why to Sham. Or automatically, if we say when we sold, Sham is on debit. When he is returning, the Sham is on credit. So this is the entry which will change in sales and sales return. Okay. So now date 27 is written as return good to Ram. So what did we done with Ram? If you can see in question 14, we done as purchase good from Ram. So here there we have done an entry for purchase. Now we are returning something, that means it's a purchase return. So though it's a purchase return, we have to write Ram's account debit to purchase return account. Same as sales return. In sales return we have what to say, we have change the transaction. Same in the purchase return, we have to change the transaction. In the terms of purchase, we done that purchase account debit to Ram's account, though it's a credit entry. Now we will interchange it. How? We will write the Ram account at top in debit side and purchase return on credit side. Same if you ask in according to golden rule, same. Ram is a person, so he is receiving something. Debit the receiver. He is receiving goods from us. That's why he is in debit side. Purchase return. Credit all gain. So though we purchase something, we paid cash and we are returning the goods. That means we will receive the cash. So it's a profit for us. So to purchase return account debit, the amount is 500 respectively. Now in date 28 is written as receive from Shams on account. We have received cash from Sham on our account. So account means bank. So we have to write bank account debit to Sham's account. Shams is the person, so credit giver. He is giving us. So that's why his name is in credit. And bank, we are receiving. We are receiving what? Cash. So it's a real account. Debit, what comes in? Cash is comes in, but in account, so we have to write bank account debit to Sham's account. The narration is being cash received from Sham on account. Whenever there will be written as account, that means we have received on bank. So bank account debit to Sham's account. So now January 30. In January 30 is written as paid salary to Shevakram. So see, you are paying salaries. Salaries means you are giving cash. So whenever you are giving cash, you no need to mention the name. Here they wrote the name to confuse the mind of student. So here you will write directly salaries account debit to cash account, being salary paid. Why salaries account debit? Because this salary is a nominal account. It doesn't come under personal, non-real. So it's a nominal. So for nominal, what is the golden rule, student? For nominal, the golden rule is debit expenses, credit gain. So if we are giving some salaries, so it's expense for us, is expense, so we have brought salaries account debit. Now the cash. What is cash? Cash is a real account. And what is the rule for real account? The rule for real account is debit comes in, credit goes out. We are giving the cash, means cash is going out. So that's why cash account credit. So 500 being salary paid. The next one is same, is only change the term, is said that paid rent to landlady. Here also they mention the name of a landlady. So no need to mention the name, you just write rent account debit to cash account. Whenever we will pay something in terms of expenses, the name of that expenses will be at top. In terms of purchase, the purchase will be on debit. Salary will be on debit. Rent will be on debit. Because debit all expenses, we have to write in the debit side the expense entry. Now to cash. Same, we are giving the cash. Cash is going out. Though it's a real account, debit comes in, credit goes out. So now student, being rent paid. So for this question of 2, the last entry is bought, postage stamp. Bought here means purchase, and they mention the name of thing which you have purchased. So while they will mention the name, then directly you have to write the postage stamp account debit to cash account. Here you no need to write the purchase account. Yes, in that entry, that is in question number 2, January 2, it is written as purchase good. So on that they have wrote as purchase. So for that we have wrote purchase account debit to cash account. But now they directly mention that we have purchased postage stamp. Here bought means purchase, and they didn't mention any name. That means it is a entry for cash. So postage stamp account debit to cash account. The amount is 10, and narration the being postage stamp purchased. So here we can do one thing. We can write as postage stamp purchased on cash, for cash. Okay, on cash. Whatever the narration is nothing. It's only you have to give a hint that this is an entry for what. This is an entry for being postage stamp purchased. Though the company had purchased the postage stamp, this is the narration and the entry. Okay, student. For class 11, this is the first class, and I hope you all understood the journal entry. In future also we will come with a new entry and new solution from journal, and please try to understand what to post and what will be the entry. For any, again I am saying, anything which is expense, in nominal it will be in debit side. For rent, rent on debit, purchase on debit. Then this is a postage stamp, we have purchase, so it's also our expenses on debit. Cash, why on credit? Because cash is a real account. And what is the golden rule of real account? The golden rule of real account is debit comes in, credit goes out. So though we purchase stamp, for that reason our cash is going out, so cash account credit. The amount is same 10. One thing, when you write the amount of debit, this will be nil, and when you write the amount of credit, this one will be nil. And you have to write the debit here, and when you write credit, everyone will understand this is a credit entry. And so this is the first class from Angshik classes for your class 11 student. And in lockdown, please try this sum again. I will give the link of the golden rule. Then on that, from that video also, you all will clear your view on the journal. So journal is very important for every classes. Those who are from took accountancy from class 9, I think some of you the journal will be knowing by, but for those who recently took the accountancy in class 11 in commerce stream, so for them this is some new topic. So please give your interest in accountancy. Accountancy is such a subject, or commerce is such a stream where you will get only enjoyment, because you have to post the entry like this, debit credit amount. There is no solution with the mathematical numerical or the formula. There is no formula, only the posting in up to BCom, MCom or whatever. So thank you for this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon to get the further notification. And I will give this question number 2. I think because of lockdown, to some of you the question books may be not available, so I will try to give the question at the end of the video. Thank you.